Hey guys, this is Chery, welcome to the channel. In this video, I'll show you how to drive the Omoda E5 or C5, the Omoda 5 or C5 EV, whatever you want to call this vehicle, under the cruise control and adaptive cruise control settings. Alternatively, I will also show you the intelligent cruise control. This is a little bit more advanced than the standard cruise control with a little bit more steering assist. First thing, let's talk about cruise control. To set your cruise control, you get two buttons, two function keys. First button is the middle one just on the left that allows you to set at your current driving speed. If I click this at any time, it will set at 85, for example. Click here again, that will cancel, just like that. Another button is the top right button over here. That's your limit button to set your cruise control at the speed sign recognition. So let's say the speed sign recognition picks up the speed at 100 kilometers speed limit in this particular area. Then press this, means it will set at the 100. Only thing is right now we haven't really got a speed sign reading just yet. We haven't really passed the big speed sign, so it's not picking up anything. So if you tap this button, it's not going to work as the function has not read any speed sign. But if the function is reading any speed sign, let's say 80, 100, tapping this button single time, or sometimes you have to double tap because you have to engage the function first before you can set it on. The vehicle will set on your speed limit. So that means even if you're driving 50, tap this button single time, it will set to 100, for example. In this scenario, I'm just going to click here to set on your cruise control. You can see the lowest set speed is going to be 15. And once I set, I can go up by clicking the plus button on the top. Of course, you can go lower on the minus button at the bottom. Single click means incremental by 1 kilometers per hour on the speed, or you can push and hold. I'll go 40, 45, 50 and all that things. Once you go over 80, it will start going by 10, so 90, 100, 110 also. So right now I have going incremental to my speed to 100 kilometers per hour. You can see on the dashboard. But again, this car is cutting the lane, so we want to stop. So again, when you want to cancel the cruise control, just apply the brake. You can cancel the cruise control. Once you apply the brake, once you want to resume again, just press the resume on the top. It will resume back to the cruise control. You can now see the green lines on the dashboard says 100 kilometers per hour. That means the vehicle has set on cruise control for 100 kilometers per hour. But because the front vehicle is only traveling at lower speed, our vehicle will automatically slow down to keep a safe distance. And you can see another vehicle cuts in the lane, we slow it down to keep that balanced distance. To change the distance between you and the front vehicle, you can use the left and the right button. Left means decreasing the speed, right means increasing the speed. The max speed you can do is 5. And you can see the display on the top. You can also see a small display just on the dashboard. And while you're under the cruise control, if you do not engage the ease button key, if I click and hold to disengage, there's no A function key over here. That just means the vehicle has not been switched on to the intelligent cruise control. That just means it just do the normal balancing forward and backwards for you. You just hold the steering tight to keep you in the center of the line marking. If you do wish to have that a little bit more strong steering assist in some scenario, let's say, right now I'll click and hold this function key in the center. It will engage a blue icon with the A with the steering on the dashboard. That just means when the condition meets, the vehicle will kind of help me to steer right in the center. You can also see the blue lines in front of me as well. And right now I'm letting it go, letting it very loose on the steering, and you can see it turns for us. It does give you small adjustments. At any time, if you do want to turn right, now of course, disengage. Now we are slowing down again. As you can see, the vehicle will slow down automatically according to the traffic. Just like that. That's how the steering assist works for you. It is a really good steering assist if you let it go. So even go around light corners, it will do the job for you. I've tested around different corners in Auckland traffic. It works really, really well. The only thing is, under the steering assist with the intelligent cruise control, you do not want to like turn your steering too heavily, or if you do not want to control the steering too heavily, as soon as you turn, like say right now, I turn, that'll disengage just like that. Then you can let it go, then it will re-engage. So you always want to watch these blue lines in front of you on the dashboard. So we mentioned to cancel the cruise control, one way is to apply the brake. Second way is to click the center button over here. That means it will just cancel the cruise control for us. And once it's cancelled, if you want to resume, just press the resume button on the top. If you want to just simply set again at your current speed, you can press the set or press the center button just like that. Or you can press the limit to set at the speed limit speed. Another scenario under the cruise control is the stop-start scenario. Even if you set the cruise control at 100 kilometers per hour, the vehicle in front of us comes to a complete stop, we will come to a complete stop just like per normal. That means it will go into two scenarios for you to re-engage or resume the cruise control. So first scenario, if the front vehicle comes to a complete stop and stopped for less than 3 seconds, and of course it goes again. And if it goes again, our vehicle will ultimately go following the front vehicle. But if it stops longer than 3 seconds, you just need to press the resume just like that to resume back to cruise control. Or second way is to tap the accelerator to gently let the vehicle roll forward. That will allow us to resume back to cruise control. And if it stops longer than 3 seconds, it will have a pop-up notification on the dash. If it stops less than 3 seconds, this car will just automatically go. You do not need to do anything. So yeah, overall, that's how it is. Very relaxing to travel, and the cruise control, adaptive cruise control, or intelligence cruise control, when you want to use all these functions. And my personal take on this cruise control system, I think it works really, really well. The distance it changes is well balanced. The speed, acceleration, the brake is all mostly quite acceptable. Not too aggressive, not too harsh. Mostly they're just gentle acceleration, gentle brake when you meet in condition. It's what we call level 2 assisted driving, but again, of course, do not let your hands go out of the steering because it will give you all the beepings if I'm gonna let it go. Under the intelligence cruise control, again, just a trial. And it will follow the front vehicle very, very nicely, and it will give you warning just like that. It will disengage eventually. So yeah, definitely do not let your hand go out of the steering. In terms of intelligent cruise control, I think works great if you do not hold the steering. I do wish the manufacturer can improve it a little bit just by, let's say, sometimes on a light corner, I'm just holding the steering, give it a little bit force left and right. I hope it does not disengage just like that. It disengaged. If I just hold the steering a little bit tightly, if I let it go very loose, just by putting my hands on the steering, it works really well. And even goes around corners, and we're going to try that soon, of course. So yeah, overall, very, very good system. Definitely reliable as far as I can see. And there's no weird things that you should complain about this adaptive cruise control or intelligent cruise control. That's pretty much all about this video for the tutorial part. I will leave the camera on just to show you how the vehicle actually drives under the intelligent cruise control for the next 5 minutes. And I hope you enjoy the content. If you do not forget to subscribe and like. That's the best way to support this channel. And we will see you in the next video. Thank you very much.